sunshine every morning, light up every moment, make my every dream come true. Oh, I can't describe it. Took my tongue and tied it, sent my heart over the moon. It come fly away with me. Imagine all the things that we could see. Yeah, don't you know that life's a dance? Come take my hand and fly away with me. Make my heart race in a hurry, lose my every worry, every second I'm with you. We'll turn all the pages, check off all the places, every day is something new. Don't ask, I look blue, yeah. It come fly away with me. Imagine all the things that we could see. Yeah, don't you know that life's a dance? Come take my hand and fly away with me. You're my sunshine every morning, light up every moment, make my every dream come true. Oh, I can't describe it. Took my tongue and tied it, sent my heart over the moon. It come fly away with me. Imagine all the things that we could see. Yeah, don't you know that life's a dance? Let's not miss our chance. Come fly away with me.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. Yeah, tell Randy to be quiet back there. Otherwise, we're putting him on the show. All right. So, welcome, everybody. We've got a little bit of change of plans unless our guest does show up. She is at work, and we were having technical difficulty trying to get her on while she was at work earlier today to do a test run. And I apologize for that. And Krista, are you on fire?
I'm always hot.
You're smoking. So anyway, we have plan B. We have girls' night. And we came up with an idea of we are going to bore you all with who we are. So I want to welcome back Krista.
Thanks for
How's
having me.
everything going down in Florida?
It's hot.
Smoking.
Sorry, man. Don't live in those cold places. Smoking hot.
So we've got 3 from Florida and 2 non-Floridians. All right, Deweese, how about you?
I'm doing very well.
All right, what do you got for temperatures?
It's very humid, but it's about 60 degrees.
Okay, you're wearing a sweatshirt for
Yeah,
being humid.
I should not have done that. It's warm in here.
And we got Wendy. Thank you for joining us last minute. Oh, wait, you're on mute.
You're muted.
Hang on, I'll unmute you. There you go.
There we go. Glad to be here. Thank you. And
Thank you.
It is pouring down rain and 70 right now, and it's lightning outside.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're inside and hanging out with us.
Is it pouring down?
And the other Floridian we got is Kat. And where are you at, Kat, right now?
What is it? Lake City?
Lake Wales.
Lake Wales. I was thinking we had to go to Lake City. Lake something in Florida.
All right.
Lake Wales.
Should we flip a coin, or who wants to go first?
I think you should.
Oh, come on, guys.
Good idea.
Yeah, you're the host.
Hostess with the mostest.
Yeah,
All right.
no.
Let's see. What does everybody want to know? Okay, so right after high school, I grew up in a town called Wausau, Wisconsin. It's right in the middle of the state. It's about 2 hours um, west of Green Bay. Everybody knows where Green Bay is, kind of from looking at a state map. And we currently are 1 hour north of there, about 40 minutes north of there right now, where Eric and I live. No, from Wausau.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. And after high school, I graduated in 1989. And Shane, keep your mouth shut. I played fast pitch softball. After high school, I was asked to coach softball. So I was the freshman head coach for 3 years while I went to the technical college in town. And I was trying to decide what I wanted to do. And I was trying to think I want to try to go into the medical field. So I started out taking some gen ed classes in surgical technician. Well, did great on my weekly stuff. My little biomed class, I bombed. I hate taking tests. And so then I ended up transferring to police science. And I ended up getting a job as a dispatcher, as a 911 dispatcher for the county where I was living. And I left there after 19 years. In the middle of that, I worked 2 to 10 p.m. shift dispatching, and then on my third weekend rotation, I would drive 35 minutes out to the small police department, and then I would work until bar time, or if I ended up having to do a late report, it would be sunrise, hearing the birds chirping. And I would do that every third weekend. And in the midst of all that, I ended up meeting my son's father, ended up having my son, who is now 19. And when I had him, every time I put my uniform on, he started crying. And I said, I'm done. I worked 2 police departments, working in patrol, was a 911 dispatcher at the same time, and a mom. And I kind of slowed down. And I was also right out of high school when I was old enough to join the local volunteer fire department. I was a firefighter and an EMT, and that is where I blew my knee out on a fire call. So that is why I've got the bad leg, and I'll be getting that replaced this early summer after 7 knee surgeries. It's time. And Eric and I met in 2016. We actually met online, and he was from where we're at now. He's 35, 40 minutes north, and I was 35 minutes south, and our house was halfway between. We got married on our property in 2019, and we live on a little small lake, and we had the neighbor guy who was a police officer. I worked for the local police department for a year dispatching, which was way boring because he didn't have 911. And from where I came from, it was constantly a hopping job where there was a lot of things going on. Oh, and then also in between all that, while I was a dispatcher, I transferred to become an evidence tech for the sheriff's department. And then I ended my law enforcement career down at a police department down there. And I was a crime scene tech down there also. And I actually have, right before Bad Apples, I'm waiting for the subpoena for a murder trial that I was on. Not looking forward to it because it's been a few years, and it'll be sticking my report in my hands and in front of me and saying, tell us what you did. So trying to remember everything. It was a pretty sad event with that. Let's see. What else?
You have a question.
A question.
I have one before that. There's
Okay.
one question. Will Fly wants to know if you ever broke a prop.
Thanks, Will. Yep, I just broke a prop probably 3 weeks ago. We were trying to do a really cool thing by flying to the bar, and we did fly to the bar, and but I'm blaming it on the equipment because I had a malfunction of a line holder on my hoop and taking off in the snow because I was on like the snowmobile trail taking back off, and I did not drink. I don't drink and fly, and took back off, and I think it all the pressure kind of pulled back on my lines in the hoop and put my lines, which were not damaged. I did inspect. Everything was fine. Eric transferred his foot launch prop to my trike, and because he tried foot launching once out on the lake with some little spikes, and he's like, never again right now until he finds something a little bit better, because he, I guess, did the penguin coming down, and I think he went into the snowbank. I don't know, but he survived. So, what was my best 911 call I took? I've had a lot of bad ones. Really, are there any good 911 calls? I mean, besides delivering babies, I mean, I've done that over the phone. I've taught people how to do CPR. I always got picked on because I would stand up. We had the headset with the 911 call, and we would have a regular handset for the phone. And I would stand up and I would be doing compressions on my table as I was teaching people how to do CPR over the phone. I did become a CPR instructor for the sheriff's department, and I was in charge of the jailers, the deputies, and the office staff and the dispatchers. And then I started kind of branching out and training chiropractor offices and stuff like that. And I just couldn't do it anymore. So kind of got out of that. But I think learning CPR is one very important thing that everybody should know. Truly believe it. I mean, it could happen to anybody. Let's see. Shane is asking, Jade, have you ever had breakfast with Krista and had to save an old lady in Florida asking for a friend? Yes, Krista and I helped a lady out while we were visiting this over Christmas time. And lady went down. Krista actually saw it first, and I was like, where's Krista going? and I think that was the first day I wasn't really feeling good. I was kind of in a daze, but across the little diner that we were at, lady went down. I ended up pulling her out of the booth, and we got her down on the ground. Krista was trying to keep her calm, took her glasses off, and we just kind of were there and making sure nothing else bad happened. She stayed conscious while we were there. So
Vomited a lot.
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I wasn't going to go into the details, but
we still go there, and we went there the other day, and they're like, oh, no one's passing out today. I'm like,
oh, so they remember you?
oh yeah, we go there often.
So yeah, one of the pictures was Krista and I in front of one of the fire trucks. So that would be the picture, and the reason why we had that picture. One funny thing, when I was a police officer, if my police chief was watching this, he would just be rolling on the floor. It was a super hot day, and there was a baby bird out on the hot or the blacktop. So the animal lover I am, I kind of go out of the squad car, and I'm kind of shooing it off onto the curb, and I'm trying to get this baby bird, and I don't want to touch it. All of a sudden, mama bird comes after me and starts attacking me. Well, I get to the meeting like the following Wednesday, and the police chief, and we had our meeting in the chief's office, and he comes out with a logger's helmet and with the earmuffs, and he broke off like the eagle off of one of his little toy flag poles or whatever, and he puttied it to the top of the thing, and he put it on my head. I said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Did you get attacked by a bird?" And I'm like, "No." Here the road crew saw the whole thing. Travis, how many broken props? One broken prop. Only 2 inches. Well, my wife has the Louisiana record. Woohoo!
Yay.
Gotta get her on the show, Travis. Travis D. Let's see. Any other questions before I turn it over to somebody else? So I'm not on the hot seat. Did Jade ever have to draw her weapon? I did. What? Oh, I did have to draw it once. And it was actually, I called it the Drunk Fest. The fire department in the local town we only had 1 squad car. So during this fest, we would borrow county squad cars, like the reserve cars. So at the end of the festival, the chief and I were he was following me into Wausau, the bigger town where I was returning the squad, and I come around the corner and I see a guy ducking down behind a car, and I had seen glass, so he wouldn't pop up behind the car, and I'm ordering him, and I ended up pulling my gun on him, and he ended up finally coming out, and yeah, that was the only time I was able had to do that. I always had fun going to the range and training. I had a Ruger, and let's see, I sucked at shotgun. I remember going through recruit school, and I didn't pass the first round of shotgun stuff, and I went the next day, and I had a bruise, no lie, because I obviously wasn't holding the stock into my shoulder in the right spot or tight enough, and the bruise drained down to my elbow. So that next day, they're like, "You have to pass this." And I'm like, "Yep, I'm going to." I took as much aspirin as I needed to take. I stuffed a big beach towel under my bra strap, and I said, "Let's go." I did. I passed.
Yay.
So my dad would take me out bird hunting, and he would yell at me because those birds would scare me. I mean, my dad was an avid gun person, and it's like, just show me how to shoot the gun and I'll shoot it. It's like, so, yeah. So I like rifles and I like pistols. I used to deer hunt up until my dad kind of retired. He tried going back out this year, and he says he's done. So, Dad, I know you're watching. What else? Anything else? I've had some pretty sad stories. I had a little boy that fell off of a farm tractor with Dad. Like he was, I don't remember, 5, 6 years old, and they were plowing the fields, and he ended up getting run over and with the tiller. That was a hard one. My first night on my own was Halloween night, and I blanked out. I had a double fatality with teenagers that were in costumes. I got a lot of the bad calls. I had 2 boys duck hunting, and apparently when they sit in a duck blind, they hold the shotgun between their legs, barrel up, and he ended up shooting himself, and I had to talk the boy into getting his buddy in the boat and back to the chopper. I had to do coordinates and have, talk to my coworkers to help, get first responders and stuff. He had a bird dog with him, and then he was in shallow water, and he's trying to hold pressure on his buddy, and he's crying, and I'm trying to keep him calm. And that was a really hard one. The Halloween night also was a SIDS case. They pulled me from the counter that night and ended up just having me ride along because they just wanted to make sure I was okay. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff. Ambulance wise, let's see what else. I blew out my knee on that, on an ambulance or a fire call. Had to go underwater because we thought a lady, she was drunk, went into a ditch area, flipped her car, and somebody thought they had known her and thought that she had a baby in the car. We ended up having to go under the car to see if there was a baby in there because there was a car seat, stuff like that. So a lot of stuff. So anything else? Who's next? And now I work. I'm out of law enforcement, thank God, and I work in a high school, and I'm getting to know the local kids here because I'm not from here, and I do study hall, and it's awesome. So yeah, who's next?
Cat.
Hey.
About that.
About me. Oh, we're starting from high school, huh?
Yep.
I went to college after high school. Yay! I got my degree in kinesiological sciences, which is analyzing muscular movement of the body. And didn't really know what to do with it at the time. So then I went and became a merchant seaman. So I was, I say merchant marine, but typically if I say merchant marine, everyone goes, "You are a marine." And I go, "No." The merchant seaman it's a union job. So you get a job from the union, you go out on a ship, you work on a ship, and they used to refer to it like a truck driver of the sea because we carry cargo from one port to another. So and I did that for about 12 years, and that's it was on a ship. It was a liquid natural gas carrier for most of that time, from Japan to Indonesia. So it was nice to be able to travel. There's 3 departments on a ship. It's engine, deck, and steward's department. So I couldn't be in the steward's department because I love food way too much. I'd be taste testing everything. So I chose the deck department, and the engine department I figured would be too noisy and stuff, although I probably would have learned a lot of useful things there. I was just a deck ape and chip rust and fix things, and ever floated for years. Cat floated for years at her job. What is he doing? So it was neat because we got to go to Korea. I got to see Singapore. Indonesia was so cool. It was a third world country, but they really enjoy their time there. That's scary as the merchant seaman. Oh, scariest. I'd have to say we were in I think near Osaka in the bay, and a typhoon came up, and we had to anchor out because we were by the dock, and they said you have to go out and anchor because if you stay here, you could explode. So we don't want that to happen. So they put us out in the bay, and the winds got so bad. We had we had one anchor down, and the winds got so bad that we started getting pushed into another ship. And he was anchored out. He was double anchored out in the bay. And my captain, I was on the helm at the time, so the captain is trying to get us to move ahead so we can get the anchor up. And it was not coming up because the wind was blowing so hard. And we were getting closer and closer to this other ship. And the other ship, you could see people out on deck finally. And on the radio, they came back and they said, merchant ship, you are getting very close. It's like, duh. It's like, so they were attempting to pull up their anchors, but they weren't having any luck either. So my captain just went full ahead, and that was it. And we just started moving full ahead. And he says, hopefully we'll have an anchor when we get out of the way. And luckily we did. And we didn't drag any cables because a lot of times in the Osaka Bay they have cables running across it. So we didn't want to get caught up in that either. But that was kind of the scariest time of getting really close to another ship and not being able to move that well. So, but a lot of good experiences out there. It was a lot of fun. A lot of sunsets and sunrises, and storms on the horizon, and really kind of cool. So I did that for about 12 years, and then I became a personal trainer, put my degree finally to work, and so I've been doing personal training for probably about 20 years now. And my husband retired a year or so ago, and I kind of semi-retired, and we sold our house that was on the water, and loved the house, but it was way too big for us, and downsized to an RV, and now we're in our RV and moving around and seeing. Right now we've just stayed to the East Coast, and our goal for this year is we're going to try to head up to Alaska, even with the gas prices going up. So
True that.
yeah, so we had a lot of kind of adventurous, a lot of traveling. Next.
Kat, if you have any questions about Alaska, places you want to go, or people, locals there, I can help you, connect you with some people if you want a horseback ride in the mountains or anything.
Ooh.
So, I'll definitely help you out there.
Are they near Seward? Because we're going to head to Seward. I have one of the girls that I used to sail with lives in Seward, Alaska right now.
Oh, you're going to love that. And there's a very nice military base out there that is cheap to stay at with your motorhome.
Oh, okay.
Check out that place. It's like $30 a night or $20 a night. It's really affordable.
Oh,
Full hookups.
Yeah. We and it's funny going to Alaska. During the times that I was sailing, there was one woman that I sailed with a lot of the times, and that was Liz. And she and I, it was really nice to have somebody to sail with when you went on a ship. And she and I fell, she went her way, I went my way when got out of sailing, and finally got in touch with her again, and that's why we're going to try to head up to Alaska. So, am I still flying my Pegasus? We just sold our trikes. Keith sold his last week, and I sold mine Monday. And we are now proud owners of the Zenith with a Cosmos 3. And we are both tandem paramotor pilots. So that was kind of neat. We just got that done a couple weeks ago. And of course, it's been windy here now. I can't practice too much. But
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun.
Congrats.
Yeah. Well, Jade's going to be next.
We'll see.
She's getting her Zenith soon.
Yep.
It's fun to fly with just yourself in a smaller wing anyway.
Okay.
So we got 2 wings. Keith told me what we got, so I can remember it. We have a BGD wing, a Cyclone 38 meter tropical color, and we have an Ozone Roadster 3 30 meter, and it's red, white, and blue. So
Nice.
we can fly singly, and then if we fly double, we fly the tandem wing.
Nice.
What do you think about your BGD wing? How does it handle?
Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely. I was a little underweighted for the Pegasus with the Pap Trike, and so I got a lot of oscillations and rodeoing when it was really windy. And I tell you one thing, I got underneath of that wing, and it was like smooth. I was like, oh my God, I'm weighted under this thing. It controls really well. And it was a lot of fun. So, and even with just singly under the smaller wing, it's very loaded. So I feel very solid. And a little bit of wind is just kind of like, nah, no big deal.
Are the handles like the T-bar thick handle for the brakes where you have actual brakes that you can grab? Or is it all just a loop around your hand, just like where you normally grab?
It's just,
I know some of the bigger trike wings have like the T-bar, thick rubber T-bar. No.
Yeah, it's just a regular kind of grip on it, and it has wingtip steering, so kind of neat. Haven't played with that too much yet. Allie had me doing it with the wingtip, so that was kind of neat.
How many flights have you taken with it?
With our gear, we've only put one tandem so far. Keith did the tandem, and then I've flown the Pegasus a couple times. Not the Pegasus. I'm going back to him. The Cyclone. I've flown a couple times singly.
Okay.
I'm just trying to dial in a little bit smoother with the landing of the new gear before I put him back in the front seat.
Will Fly's got a question for you, Kat.
Oh, no problems with the toggle staying stowed. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. On the wing, the magnet slides up. So I was like, oh, look at this. And I stowed the one and it slid up and I was like, well where's it going? So
I know how you can fix that because that's exactly how my ozone wing was. And I
it's
kept
tapped
asking
down
questions.
already.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I did zip ties right around it so it can't go up.
Yeah. And now it's like, oh, good, it's not going anywhere now. So I just, oh yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, that freaked me out the first time. I was like, where's it going? But yeah, it was fine. We yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, practicing with it a little bit more and stuff like that, because it was fun and it feels very good. And Jade, your trike's probably a little bit heavier than mine ever was, and so you probably are a little bit more weighted.
Yeah.
So now, Allie did tell me that I was the second or third. I was supposedly the third female tandem pilot in the country, but she thought Teresa was the second, and Teresa said she wasn't a pilot yet, so I don't know if that moves me up to second or not. But
Yeah. We'll have to confirm that with Teresa.
I know. Well, we talked to her when we were talking to her. She hadn't gotten her tandem yet.
Oh,
Yeah, last week.
Right.
yeah, that's what I thought, but maybe she forgot. I don't know.
It doesn't matter anyway. It's still
Right.
it's a lot of fun, and it's kind of neat. So I
Either
can't
which
believe
way,
there's not
that's
that many.
Good. Second or third, either way, that's pretty awesome.
I know.
Right.
I was like, third?
awesome.
What? It's like, no other women have done this? What are you talking about? Come
No
on.
kidding, that's pretty awesome.
No,
It
it is.
is.
It's fun. Pets.
How was your experience of going to the tandem training once you already were flying a trike? What was your feeling about going through the training steps to get certified and then to feel comfortable having a second person and all that extra weight?
It was actually easier than I thought it was going to be. Because I was nervous about it, and concerned, and because it's a lot of responsibility and stuff like that. But we went with One Up Adventures, and Allie was my co-pilot, and she took me up. She gave me the brakes. She had me landing while she did the power, and I landed it, taxied it, and then she's like, okay, get in the back seat. And so I was taking her up, and she was just directing me of what to do and what not to do, and then she's like, okay, I'm not going to say anything. And 3 days later, it was a done deal. I was flying. She said, okay, you ready to go fly, Keith? And I was like, yes. It's the right answer, right? And then I'm like, I'm like trying to stick my legs around him because the pedals are way out front. I'm like, oh my God, how am I supposed to drive this thing with him in front of me? And with Allie on it, it's like you hit full power, and she and I are like a rocket. Keith was on the front of it. I'm like, full power. And I'm like, come on, up, up. It's like, this isn't how Allie and I went.
Yeah, what happens when the person in front of you is a lot taller, or, you know, is it hard to see around that person? Kind of have that idea where the front wheel is, but you can't really see it. So you're just kind of going by your normal feel of previous flights.
Well, one thing she taught us was just tell the person in front to lean their head to the side. So that wasn't a problem. And
So can you pilot from the front?
The brakes are more back, so you can, but just don't let go of anything.
So I got short legs, but I got to have long arms.
Yeah. Well, you can adjust the seat a little bit.
Well,
And the other
booster
thing
seat,
was,
like Shane said.
I have a booster seat still. And actually putting it in the back actually pushed me forward enough that I could get my feet on the pedals.
Okay.
So more comfortably. So even if you don't get the booster seat, I would definitely suggest like a back pad just to push you forward a little bit more.
So with this trike, you don't have to steer with your feet as far as lining up your wing.
No, you do.
You do. So do you still steer with your feet, even from the back seat?
Yes.
Okay.
And Allie's like, just sink down and put your feet out there. And I'm like, I can't see where I'm going.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a little different. I was nervous because having 200 more pounds sitting in front of me. And
He
where
says
it was
it's now
headed-
200.
That's strange. Hey.
Hi.
Gladys.
So we taking off is just, just that you know you have more weight.
Yeah.
And you have to change the hang point on it, depending on if you have another person. So you have to make sure you move the hang point. And I still need to move it a little bit more with having Keith because we were flying kind of flat and not as nose up as we should have been. So coming in was just a lot more power and a lot more brake to get everything to come and to land smoothly. But One Up Adventures, when they're teaching you, they want your wing up perfectly. They want you to be stable. They said if you are oscillating that wing at all when you go to take off, that you can crash the trike into the ground. And I'm like, okay, perfect wing, perfect wing. So they really drill that into you. They were great. They watched us, and Keith had to do a little bit more trial and error because I was used to looking up at my wing rather than using a mirror, and he was used to using a mirror. And the other thing is I was used to my throttles in my left hand, and he wasn't used to a left-handed throttle, so he kind of had to have a little bit more adjustments of what he was doing. So, but he
So
picked
do
it
you
right
use
back up.
I guess I wasn't paying attention. Do you use the mirror then, or are you looking at the wing?
There's no mirror. They want you to look up at the wing.
Oh, yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I did, but that's not what he did.
Oh,
Okay.
Clark's video wants to know about Keith.
He sold his last week. So we've moved on. Our Taps and Pegasus are with new owners now.
Nice. Any other questions for Kat?
Tell him about your booster seat, Kat.
What about my booster seat? I have a booster seat.
For Keith's truck?
In the truck too.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
I have one too, Kat. When I drive the big truck, I'm sitting on a pillow. And I found my motorcycle sheepskin goes on my trike now. It's awesome.
Oh, I bet.
Yep.
That's nice and warm.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
All right,
Who's next?
Wendy.
Wendy.
Okay.
She's trying to
Okay.
sit there real quiet.
In her
I'm waiting for
silent
Bentley
night.
to go up on my lap and down off my lap and up on my lap, and he wants outside and he wants inside. So he doesn't know what he wants. But so I grew up in Alaska. I grew up in Wasilla, Alaska. People know Wasilla because of Sarah Palin, so that got put on the map then. Her dad was my elementary school teacher, Chuck Heath, because she used to be Sarah Heath. She went to school with my sisters, so that's kind of the fun fact, I guess. And from high school on, I was for 12 years. I worked at a grocery store in Alaska, which is similar to what Wegmans is in the northeast part of the states. They had all the nice, fancy, different departments where you could sit in and eat your seafood or eat, meals. And they had fireplaces and rock face fireplaces, and it was really cozy. I was a deli manager there, and then I wanted to change. Met my husband up in Alaska. He's originally from Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
What was he
And
doing?
he had hurt himself in football at college and lost his scholarship, so he needed to do something different. And he was either going to go to Colorado or Alaska. So he went to Alaska, and then we met up there, and we were just best friends, hanging out, riding his motorcycle together and throwing football back and forth, whatever. But then it came time for him to have to leave on his round trip ticket back to Pennsylvania, and we realized that we didn't want to stop seeing each other or being around each other at that point. So then we ended up trying to date each other, and now 26 years later, here we are, we're married. And we have a 25-year-old daughter, Taylor Marie. So she was born in Alaska, and a fun fact about Alaska, if you're born in Alaska, you don't have to have native blood. But if you're born there and you move out of the state, she was only 11 months old when we moved to Pennsylvania, and she got all of her shots taken care of and all her medical taken care of because she's considered Alaska Native, and they have benefits outside of the state. But if you live inside the state, then you have to have, I think it's a third of native blood, and then they actually have full hospitals that you go to that your healthcare is taken care of. We moved to Pennsylvania in 1997, and I did not want to be in grocery stores at all anymore, but I fell back on it and ended up at Wegmans. Worked in the meat department and was the specialty meats person. I did all the case and made all the specialty meats. And then I wanted to change. And so I went and looked in the newspaper for something and saw a cell phone company needed somebody part-time. And they were going to pay me exactly how much my babysitter amount was going to cost for the week. So it was a wash. Make $150 a week and pay a babysitter $150 a week. And I was like, well, it'll get me out of the house and I can move up. So I ended up doing that. And it paid commissions, and it was the best paying job. Not that I've ever had now, but it was the best paying job I'd ever had in my life at that point. And that's where I learned about commissions. What you put into it is what you get out of it. And then I ended up going to Verizon Wireless and worked there. Just followed my husband with motorcycle trials. He always rode motorcycles in the woods, up and over rocks and everything. It's a sport from Spain. And so I always followed him in the woods. And when I discovered paramotoring, his exact words to me was, "You followed me in the woods all these years. It's your turn. I'm going to be there with you. And it's your turn to do something fun, and I'll support you and go." And so he's my guy that is in the ears when he's my ground man and helps me start my motor because I still can't do it. It's the only thing that I can't do all by myself is start my motor, which I'm working on that. I got a strap and I'm starting to pull. So hopefully I can build that muscle up. But we moved to Pennsylvania, and after that, I worked at Verizon for 16 years. And then I started my business. Well, I went to work for a year at a bank as a branch manager, and it just wasn't my thing. And I missed being around at different places and traveling all over and seeing different cities every day and different people. So my husband said one day, why don't you go start your own business teaching people how to use their equipment and cell phones and all that. So that's what I did 5 years ago. Well, April 15th, it's 5 years. And so now I'm lucky and pinch me. I'm in Pennsylvania and I sit here in Florida today because I've expanded into the villages of Florida, and it is 4 times the amount busier than Pennsylvania could ever be. So I'm hiring people.
Dang, I wish I could help you.
Yes, I need it bad. We're booked today. We're booked a month out.
Wow.
It's that busy, and I gave up my Saturdays and Sundays a couple weeks. It's just to be, work 7 days straight because I feel bad. I don't want these people to hear that it's going to be a month before we can help them. But I'm really excited. I have my trike down here. It's at Lake Wales with Kat. She's taking good care of it. It's in there with all the other 20 in the hangar that everybody's got parked there. There's tons of them there right now. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to try and even fly before I leave Sunday to go back to Pennsylvania, which they're in the middle of a snowstorm tonight. Not looking forward to the snow. But I'm going to go back there till the end of March. And then I'll be back here again the beginning of April, and I'm going to my first Fun and Sun event. I will be going to the evenings as much as possible after I work all day. It's an 1.5 hour drive away, so I probably won't get there till, hopefully I can get there before sunset, but I don't know. I want to at least say hi to people and walk around and talk, because I'm not going to be able, of course I wouldn't want to fly there because it's not really something I'd feel comfortable doing, but I want to go and socialize and say hi. Meet people that I've been talking to, on all of these social platforms and stuff, and lots of names that I've heard. And that's about it. My little dog, I'm wanting to get him up, just like your little dog, Jade. I want to get him up as my first tandem rider. I know that the last time I was at Lake Wales, I put all his gear on him, and Reese Adequin was there. Reese Quinn. He was there, and we took a picture, and he kept taking a bunch of photos, but Bentley just kept jumping in the trike and sitting down all on his own. So I was like, this is a good sign. I mean, he's liking it. He's seen it in the garage for the last year, so he's not scared of it. But I'm excited for the next time I can get out there. I want to actually turn the motor over and put him on my lap, and the chest strap that you suggested, Jade,
Yeah.
I bought too small of one. So I need to get the next size up. He was all in there, and he was like tight as could be, and I couldn't zip up the sides. So I was like, that's just a little too small. So I'll get that replaced. And then hopefully I can just get him running up and down, so he gets the noise of hearing it and knowing it's okay.
And the wind.
So, and the wind. Yeah, the wing going up and everything too, and the wind. Yeah. But he's got his little earmuffs and his goggles. So one of these days, I really do love the 360 camera. I have to say, anybody who is interested in getting it, I have the GoPro 360, and it is, once I figured out what setting to use, it is so simple and nice. When you set it up to look away from you, you take off. If you just let it do its thing, throughout like a 10-minute video, it starts out like this, and it slowly turns and turns, and it comes back around and shows you the opposite direction. And then eventually it goes back around. So if you just let it do its thing, it shows every single angle of you without you having to drag it. It's pretty neat. Very fascinating.
Shane's got a question on the screen. There's another one too.
Wendy, tell us about your, so this is Paramotors. These are trikes that you see on here, and this is all Jade Lear gear. So if you see, this is Paramotor Girl.
Nice.
And then Girls Want to Fly. And then I don't know if this is rated
She's
PG or
decked out.
not, but we'll see.
Your girl.
I'll so Paramotor, girl on the leg, and then pilot on the other leg.
Nice.
And I have to say, Jade, I meant to tell you that I actually like to go and shoot sporting clays too. I shoot shotgun, and I did a 3-gun shoot out in Ohio with START, which is the special tactics shooting range out there, and they helped me with feeling comfortable with just shoot, take your ammo out, put another one in, change guns, shoot. It was really helpful for getting comfortable with the gun. All 3 kinds, that you shoot. But I'll admit, I do have an AR, and I think it's fun.
I like AR.
It is really fun. I mean, it is something for sport, but yeah, shooting is a lot of fun, and it's expensive though right now with all the bullets, but we need a pair of fashion show. Well, I mean, look at Jade's sweatshirt. I really love that logo. That is really, really nice. I was just asking if she was going to make stickers. Oh, I didn't see that.
Yep.
Look at that. That's nice.
And one of my other sweatshirts, I got paramotorgirl.com down the side. So yeah, I can make some of those. I plan to bring hopefully some paramotor for the guys, paramotor pilot, and either trike t-shirts, and paramotor girl trike pilot and non-trike shirts also.
Caroline.
And wife. Well, yeah, those I'll probably do special orders.
Oh,
Because all the girls I know otherwise. You got one, Krista.
I know, that's what I was promoting it. Caroline.
Yep.
Should bring a couple anyway. Bring a
Yep.
few.
That's true.
Bring a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rachel too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rachel, and what did I make
Oh, Violet is future.
Violet. Future paramotor girl. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have any requests for stuff like that, I know I owe Will a shirt. Will, if it's okay, I will bring that down to Bad Apples. And I bought some socks. I'm going to try to do some more socks. Bring some of those down. I know I had a request from Melissa LeBluff for tank tops. See what I can do for bringing some of those down. It's just a matter of getting my butt down here to make myself sit here and work on it.
Shane threw me under the bus.
What?
He threw me under the bus because the first fly-in I ever went to, I didn't recognize him.
Oh.
But who'd you recognize?
Huh?
Who'd you recognize?
I recognized you. Yes.
She
Yes,
says
I
to
did.
Brian Waller, is that Cupcake Krista? And he goes, yeah.
Yes, I did.
He has a big flag.
Like, he didn't have it out, I don't think. But yeah, he was out there first, and then I came out, and that's when Wendy was like, wait a minute. I was like, whoa, I'm being recognized.
Yeah.
Shame on you,
My
Wendy.
fans. Don't. Say something rude.
Will Fly said, did Wendy just get a new pair of orange cover? No, I don't.
No, we did.
Kat and Keith did.
Yes.
Oh.
We gave what was it, Karen, the measurements for the new trike, and she created one. So she's fine tuning it a little bit, but we have a big para orange cover for the tandem trike. So it's really nice.
Yeah, and
She did a great job.
Karen, if you're there, I sent you the link, so come on in. She was asking to come in also. Okay,
Yeah.
Who's next? Wendy, are you done?
You good?
Oh, and if anybody wants any of the apparel that beautiful Wendy was modeling, you can go to Tomahawk Tees, and you can get Deweese and Randy purchased some paramotor. I don't know. I got a mountain scene type thing, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they look really
Tuesday night,
nice.
there's a Tuesday night hangout shirt, sweatshirt. There's the pint glasses, not like this, but a pint glass that has Tuesday night hangout on it. So yeah, check that out. Otherwise, the stuff that I make is on Facebook. Just go to Tomahawk Tees on Facebook if you're interested. All right.
I want to say
So
Gladys.
Yeah, Gladys, hi.
Hi, Gladys.
Hi.
Gladys, your turn.
Where are you?
My turn. I am in, relatively Lake Wales, Florida. We live here now. So I have gotten a lot of flights in since I've been down here. And I'm landing on my feet consistently.
Woohoo!
Yay.
Good job.
Yep. Things are looking really good over here. So yeah.
So
I was in
tell us, we're going back from high school to now.
oh Lord. That was forever ago. So went to high school in Michigan, and that's where I originally met my husband. And then he was 2 years ahead of me, so he went off to the Air Force in Alaska. He was in Anchorage for 3 years. Yep.
Small world.
The technology wasn't what it is now, so staying in contact was not an easy thing to do. So we ended up, going in opposite directions for a while. I married somebody else, had a daughter, became a nurse. I've been a nurse for about 15 years now. Got a divorce, reconnected with Matt. We got married and moved to Florida.
Nice.
That's kind of the down and dirty of it all.
Karen.
It's been getting into paramotoring was definitely the best thing that I have done in a very long time. So loving it.
Nice.
Are you working now?
I am. I actually am a contractor for the Department of Defense and their computer system. So my daughter likes to call me a computer nurse. So the system, the electronic medical records that the nurses and doctors use when you go into the hospital, I help maintain that. And so I'm a contractor for the DoD and all of the military facilities.
Cool.
Yeah, and it's a full-time work from home, which is fabulous.
Oh, so
Yep.
fly.
Yep. Yep, I can log out at 3:30 and be in the air by 4. It's fabulous.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
All of that came from that job change actually happened because of moving to Florida with Matt becoming the COO of Aviator,
Oh, okay.
Chief Operating Officer at Aviator. So I have full access to a fabulous facility.
So were you supposed to tell us where you worked?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
No, it's totally fine. Yeah, I didn't give away any details, just in general.
Yeah, Eric says if you disappear tomorrow, oh boy. How long have you and Matt been married?
We will be married 6 years on April 9th.
Nice.
Yeah, we've been back together for 8 years and then got married almost 6 years ago. So
Good. And everything's going great down there.
Yeah.
Sure looks like, right?
yeah,
Happy
it's going
you made the move?
very, very happy we made the move.
Good. I'm
I'll have
happy
to
for
look
you
for you
guys.
on the field.
Yeah, definitely. I'm out there as often as the weather permits, which is not this
Usually-
week.
Do you go over to the circle or do you go right across from the building?
I go across from the building in the Red Barn.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll probably see us go by in the tandem trike.
I do see the tandem trikes.
All right.
Yes, and the lovely
Any
pair
more-
orange cover that we have from Karen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's go to Karen then.
I don't know. What do you want to know?
High school on up.
Oh my God.
You
That's what I
want to
thought.
be here.
I was like,
We'll be here all night. My God. High school. Well, I was a dancer my whole life, and then I ended up creating a dance company, which we did full productions. It was a professional company, actually. I did that for 20 years. Started flying in early 2000s, gave it up for a little while, went back to it this fall. Then I had Para Orange land in my lap. And when I moved down to the South in 2015, I retired from teaching dance. And now I'm in corporate. That's pretty much it. That's it in a nutshell. I have a daughter. She's 21. That's it. I love the South.
Nice.
Well, we love that you picked up Para Orange.
Yes.
Yeah.
How is Para Orange doing?
I'm busy every day. Every day an order comes through, or an order or two, and so after I'm done with my day job, I'm in front of my 4 machines and sewing away and trying to get inventory up because I am going to go to Bad Apples and
Yay!
I'm going on the weekend though. I'm sending
Okay.
someone ahead with product, but then I'll be there on the weekend. I don't think I'm going to fly though because I'm not going to be comfortable flying with a bunch of pilots in the air. I'm like a 5 or less kind of gal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got people controlling it though and helping out. That was my first fly-in, and I was able to do it. So, and I was nervous, but once I got up and I could see, that they were taking care of us, that was awesome. So, if you change your mind, but yes, we will look for you, and you guys, if you want to help Karen out in publicizing her business,
We are sponsoring Bad Apples.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, Jade's getting a trike too, so she might need a cover eventually.
Well, I have just the pattern for you.
I know.
So Karen, you make them specific for each trike, right? You make them individually.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of requirements that I need, like measurements, very specific. So I'll look at the picture and then I'll have a discussion of what measurements I need based on the picture.
Okay.
So do you want to send one like Keith and Kat's with you to Bad Apples?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not for Keith and Kat though.
No.
We have ours.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess I guess there isn't anybody else who's making these types of covers that we do. And now I'm getting calls for even the bigger bikes, PPCs, I guess actually, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna need another room to just work on this.
Wow.
Congratulations. That's a good problem to have.
Yeah, thanks.
Question is, go ahead. Sorry, Krista, go.
It's okay. Last time we talked, Karen, you were saying you were going to teach your daughter how to sew. How's that going?
Interestingly enough, she did try and do some of the smaller products like the windsocks and the streamers and stuff, and she liked it. She picked it up pretty easily, and then she came down with strep, and then she's trying to get over mono right now. So she's not sewing with me.
Oh,
Sorry.
It's okay.
hope she feels better.
Thanks.
One question is, are all your products orange?
The majority of them, yes.
Okay.
They are either orange with a black accent. Dust covers are gray. I can make the same material that we make the waterproof. I can make it black, although I don't know why someone would want black because that kind of takes in the sun. So
Yeah.
I can do half and half orange, half black. I am improving. I don't know. There are people that have the knee board. I'm improving it so that you can put your cell phone in it, still be covered and tethered, and you can still use the swipe screen, touch screen on it with the cover. And then I'm improving the buckles and the tether on yourself. And the way they made it before, they made it with a clip, which I don't know about you guys, but I don't wear pants with loops on them. And so I needed something that was universal where we ladies can wear them too. So I have gotten a retractable clip that's kind of like a carabiner, but it's got like a carabiner clip on it, but there's a tab on the back that you can slip over your waistband if you're wearing leggings. So it's not just made for guys.
Nice.
And you'll have those at Bad Apples?
Yes.
Cool.
All right. So remember to look for the para orange, probably a flag, or also wind socks. And us girls will be all over there meeting Karen and hanging out with her.
I hope to meet y'all.
Yes.
And that's the suits. You're actually doing like the actual flight suits, right?
I haven't even gotten into that yet. I am so busy.
I know you talked
with
about
the
it.
trike cover. It's insane.
Okay.
That's like a hot item. Everyone wants a trike cover.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, maybe once you get through this summer and into fall, you can maybe start concentrating on some of the suits then, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So, all right. Who's next?
Luis.
Doris. She's like, oh, crap.
From high school.
Oh, y'all know that's a long, long, long time ago.
Tell us about when you rode ponies.
I won't tell you I was a high school dropout, but I was. I was a bad kid, and I got into trouble, and then later on, I went back to school and got my nursing degree. And then I joined the Air Force, where I was actually the Air National Guard. And then I got married and had some kids. And we ended up getting divorced. And I moved to Mississippi and went back to nursing school.
Wait.
And while I was in nursing school,
Where are you originally from?
oh, I'm originally from Maryland, Baltimore.
Me too.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
And then where else did you live?
And then we moved to Pennsylvania, and I grew up in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I went to school at a place just north of Philadelphia. And anyway, we moved to Mississippi. That's where my mother's from. And went back to nursing school. And while I was in nursing school, I met my current husband, Randy.
He can't wait to come on a show.
Oh, yeah. He would freeze in his boots, I'm telling you, solid. And anyway, we've been together for a long time.
30.
About 35 years. Yeah.
Sweet.
But we flew ultralights and airplanes and a whole bunch of different. Oh, he flew a gyrocopter and all kinds of things. So we've done a lot of flying. But
Georgia flying?
Pardon me?
Georgia flying?
Georgia flying, yes. We did.
You
some
did
Georgia
that too? You were working on that?
Yeah, I did some Georgia flying, and I couldn't solo though. I just couldn't bring myself to let the instructor get out of the plane. So
Luisa's Georgia flying is general aviation. If somebody missed that.
General aviation. So I just couldn't let my instructor get out of the plane, so I never did solo. So I could fly the plane. I flew about 100 hours by myself, but I just never could. I actually owned a Cessna 175 and had to sell it because I couldn't fly it without, a license. So anyway, I owned 2 ultralights. I flew them. Randy owned a gyrocopter. We flew a lot with those, and now we fly paramotors. So
Very nice.
That's it.
And you're a biker? You're a biker chick?
Yeah, I'm a biker chick, and I own a Harley. Randy owns a Honda, some retro 1800 something.
Go Honda.
Yeah, he likes that. Actually, I took his Harley away from him because he didn't ride it enough. You got to ride Harleys.
And mom and dad, she's the reason I got all the tattoos, right? He's the instigator.
That would be a good question to ask everybody: is what tattoos do they have, and how many, or
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Do we start with you?
I have about 6 or 7 tattoos.
Oh, and Eric says we have to show them.
I have skull and crossbones. This one is a compass. I can't get to it. I can't turn my arm that way. It's a compass. I have that's heck, you can't see that. Oh, there you go. There.
Okay.
What's that?
That is hear, see, and speak no evil.
Oh.
But it's all skeletons. More skeletons. I'm into skeletons, as you can see. I have. Don't look too far. And a dragon.
Now it's getting to be past the PG-13 stage.
I'm not that far down. And a dragonfly on my leg. That's it.
Nice.
Huh?
Very
Oh,
nice.
yeah. Rosary.
Oh. All right.
All right.
So
what's next for the tattoos?
wait now. Yeah, let's go backwards. So
We gotta do
Gladys,
Krista.
wait.
We hadn't talked to Krista yet.
I know we got to talk to Krista. Saving the best for last, right?
Okay.
Karen, have you got the tattoos? Any?
What?
Tattoos?
I made it through being a merchant seaman and got no tattoos.
Oh, girl.
Karen, do you have any tattoos?
No, I did make my daughters though. I drew my daughters.
Oh, nice. Wendy?
I have 2. This one is a baby dragon
Nice.
that I got when I was 21. And then I have the state of Alaska. Oh, you're probably not going to be able to see it, but I have the state of Alaska right here in watercolors with a heart right where Wasilla is on the map.
Oh, cool.
My daughter and I got mom-daughter tattoos, and she chose the whole top of her foot to get the Alaska.
Ooh.
I don't know how she handled that pain, but she did
That's
it to this
gotta
too.
hurt.
I'm like,
Yeah, that foot.
I wish that I would have put it somewhere else so I could look at it because I can never see it, which is a bummer.
Yeah.
But
I think I want to get the trike like on your hat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a trike.
Okay.
I said I wasn't gonna get any more tattoos, but I'm gonna do that.
All right. So mine, I have 3. So I have my this one, the leaves, the vine. It starts up at my shoulder and wraps around my arm. I know, Dad, don't listen. Mom, don't listen.
Close your eyes, Mom.
Wow.
Dad keeps asking, take the magic marker off my arms. and then I've got the Rib Mountain where I grew up, and that's me on the trike.
I like that one.
And
That is
and then
nice.
my newest one is
Flamingo.
my
Oh,
flamingo.
I like that.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I got. Okay, and
I win.
what? What do you
I
mean
got
you
the
win?
most. I got
Yep.
the most.
Wait.
Krista.
Go ahead.
Let's see them, Krista.
Okay.
All right, so I yeah, you probably have to because I have them everywhere. I have my ring.
All right.
I have my feet.
Feet.
Both of
do
the
that?
times. Sorry, Wendy, I did it.
Ow!
All right,
Oh
then.
boy, here we go.
Oh, it's gonna definitely be better, more than PG-13.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow!
I got the side, and then I have a mother-daughter up here, honey, up higher, please. Up
There you go.
here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Jesus, here we go.
Focus, Shane. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Up,
Hold
Dang.
Shane.
Oh, she's got you.
Hold on.
Okay. And then,
Put your clothes back on.
All right. For my last one,
Uh-oh.
up
Hold on.
higher, honey.
Oh, I'm trying to fix the camera. Good Lord.
Higher, honey.
Now we sound like the bedroom.
I know.
What? Oh my God.
must be
hold
date
on.
night.
I can't let go of the camera now. Hold on. Okay, that'll work.
Okay. And my last one's on my inner thigh. I can't show you. It's a mouse. It disappeared because a cat ate it.
Oh.
But for really, I have 9, so I win.
Yeah, you
Sorry.
got me beat. Yeah, you got me beat. Wow. That's a lot.
And I even have a jailhouse, which isn't from jail, but across my ankle. But you know, that one on.
Oh, can we see Alaska now?
Yeah.
Okay, we can. I was like, I can change into a shirt.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
yeah.
pretty.
Oh, that is.
I do like it.
I like
Very
that.
nice.
Very nice.
Too bad you can't see it. It's very pretty.
I know. I just could not do the foot thing.
Not
No,
that bad.
this would have to hurt.
Shut up, Eric.
Okay,
Butter
Krista,
directions.
from high school on, your story.
Mine.
Yep.
Everyone already knows it.
No.
Met Shane. We went to high school together. Oh, why am I the only one up here?
Because we're looking at you, Crystal.
Yeah. 5 months after high school, Shane, we graduated together. We ran into each other, started dating, got married, had 2 kids, and 28 years later, here we are. 9 tattoos in.
What do you do? What do you do for a job?
I'm a medical assistant at a gynecology obstetric office.
Okay. All right. Very nice.
Do you like your job?
I love my job. I've been there for 22 years. So,
Keeps you spread out.
Do you think you'll
Do you
ever
have any
fly?
hobbies?
I support my husband's hobbies, and I have a Segway now. So I'm Segway.
Woohoo!
Yeah. We're gonna try
And I remember my EMT skills, and we got Deweese as a nurse, so we got you
Oh.
covered, girl.
She's doing great. She's doing great.
Yeah.
We
Good.
better all bring some bandages to that fly-in.
Much safer than the one wheel.
I'm doing fine. I tried it at Sunnyland. I don't think Wendy was there when that happened, but Nick Griffith actually let me try his, and it was a little shaky at first, but I was like, I really can do this. So,
Now she's a pro.
what do you think?
Will Fly says, "Tell us about your new Segway and tell Shane to stop whispering."
I know.
She's telling you about her Segway.
I was. Listen, Will, and every question you have is at Deweese, so not answering the question. Must ask Deweese. I did not write your segue. No, I didn't. I refused it. Sorry, we're arguing. 28 years, just saying.
Don't argue.
Very
So
nice.
next week they're coming back down here to Lake Wales, and we're gonna have our mini fly-in. I guess a few people are showing up, so I hear.
Bill, Mark,
Will.
Smart Car Brian, and Rachel. We're gonna go swimming in the indoor pool.
Heated pool.
Indoor heated pool in Florida. Just in case you wanted to know.
Play shuffleboard indoor.
Yes, shuffleboard, rain and stuff. We don't know about that.
Okay.
How come you took me to the pool that's outdoor and had alligators swimming in it?
Oh,
Where was that?
Eric paid us.
And it smelled like sulfur, rotten eggs.
ooh.
Oh, that was what kind
Oh, that was Wakaiba. That wasn't a pool. There was a pool there, but we were in the.
You gave us COVID. We give you stinky water.
Oh, shit. Did you hear him?
Something about COVID.
You gave us COVID. We gave you stinky water.
Trust me, when I was out there as Violet was screaming and Savannah was out there, it's like I was watching for the alligators down that little tunnel.
Oh, yeah. No, that was safe.
Did you see a bunch of little bright eyeballs shining out there in the water?
Oh, they were trying to show us that one night. That's that night I sent you that video where I tried scaring Savannah and you said it's all dark. But yeah, we did see a couple eyeballs, but yeah.
It was too cold when they were here.
Oh,
I don't know.
Gotta
I
come in the
enjoyed it.
summer.
yeah, in the summertime.
Deweese.
Yeah.
My daughter, speaking of tattoos, it's like she knew we were talking about this. She's not watching this live, but since you like skulls, she is in the chair right now getting this done.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is cool. I like that.
Where is she getting it put?
That's very cool.
Well, she showed me this one, and it was from earlier, so it looks like her arm, her forearm, because that looks like her arm coming out of her sleeve.
Oh, okay.
So right arm.
I'll have to get a picture of my daughter's thigh, the one she got done on her thigh, and let you see it next time. It is so cool.
I'm sorry. Happy birthday, Eve, to my daughter.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
Happy
Eve.
birthday, Eve.
Birthday.
happy birthday, Evil.
Oh, it's tomorrow. Today's the
Yeah.
Eve. Yeah.
I know.
And she gets tattoos left and right. I've gone with her for 2, and
She's like her mother.
now she has 4.
It's Evil Eve.
Yeah. Yes. Evil Eve. Tomorrow is the day of her birth.
That's pretty
When
cool.
she was evicted.
So Steve Clark Video is saying the show's getting better and better all the time. And Will says, yeah, you're right. Eric says, as the night goes on, it's getting bad. This is why they're not allowed at happy hour. Oh, we're only allowed an hour.
Think what it would be like if it was happy hour.
Well, hang on.
Oh,
Guys,
it's happy hour.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Karen, what?
I said the guys run over an hour. Why can't we?
Right. You're just afraid of us. So, out of all of us on here tonight, right now, I'm still waiting for one more. Waiting for Rachel, Corpus Christi Rachel. Seeing
Florida.
if she'll come on, but she asked. But anyway, I'm wondering if all of you are all going. Wendy, are you going to be at Bad Apples? You're on mute.
Can't hear you, Wendy.
Sound great.
It depends on if I can get a little bit of time off, because I think I have to drive a little bit for that one. That's up in Georgia, right?
Yeah.
And
South
I won't
of
be able to.
Atlanta.
Okay.
America,
Yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Below
Okay. I'll have to
Savannah.
see how many hours away that is. Yeah. I'll try.
Yeah. If you need help with your mute button, Wendy the Explorer, get a hold of Weaver Wireless. Connected.
I was trying to find this for Deweese, so I wasn't paying attention, but this is my daughter's thigh tattoo. Hold on, let me see if there.
Okay.
That's what my daughter has on her entire
Hold
thigh.
still.
Yeah, hold still.
Don't move.
There you go. Hold still, hold still. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Almost like Mardi Gras type pictures.
Yeah, that is cool. I like that.
She was going for the Alaska Native, just like like a Native woman.
Oh,
Like
She
kind of
wanted the
tribal.
headdress and everything. But I mean, yeah.
That's neat. That's very cool.
There's kind of a tattoo story behind that one too, because kids want tattoos before they're 18, and I told her she's not allowed, and if she does, I will pay or have our insurance pay to remove it before she's 18. If she waits till she's 18, I'll pay for her first one. So what did she do? That's her first one, and it was from her knee to her hip. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So I kind of ate my words on that, but she waited till she was 18.
That's a good one.
Louise,
All
are you
right.
going to Bad Apples?
Yeah, I'm just trying my best. Working on it.
Yeah, we'll be camped out at Hodges for a while there anyway. So
Yeah. When's everybody trying to get there?
The weekend that it opens.
Saturday before.
Saturday, Shane said. So
we'll be there the month before.
The month before.
We just kind of go and camp out for a while.
Yeah. That's like a campground anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
The 7th.
Yeah.
When is this supposed to be?
Ma'am?
When's the fly-in?
Like the 14th or that week or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Who all's going to Sun and Fun? Beginning of April. Nobody?
Nope.
Sun and Fun? Isn't it?
More
It's
planes.
Fun and sun and fun. It's the first weekend of April.
Too much money.
Bad Apples is
Too far
12th of
away.
May.
Look at the conversation that's going on.
what?
What kind has a point we need?
So Bad Apples is May 12th, ladies.
Yeah, I thought it was around that date.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll be there the 7th.
We'll be there the
All
month
right.
of April.
Well,
Eric saying it's going to shut off the internet
yeah, on us
on
next week.
Wednesday.
Someone's at the door. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Are you going to be there the whole time, Jade?
Yep. We'll be leaving though right away Sunday morning because we got to be back. I took Monday off from school, but Tuesday, whatever, after the fly-in, I got to be back to work. So, but yeah, we'll be. Are you coming down that weekend, or are you just?
Yeah, I'm coming down probably Saturday morning.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll see you. Yep. You'll be out on the front runway area at least to put your stuff up.
Yeah.
I think we'll be able to find her.
Oh, there's Walter. I was just thinking, Walter, poor Walter, he missed us showing all our tattoos.
Oh,
Sucks to be you, Walter.
he would like that. You'll have to watch the rerun. Walter, make sure you watch the rerun.
Yep. So it was girls' night tonight. Our guest had technical difficulty, had to work. I'm not sure what's happening next week. I don't think I have anybody for next week yet. So I do have 2 recorded interviews from different countries. And I was going to try to keep those for April because I am having a hard time getting gals to join in. So we may, hang on, I'm going to.
It's working.
Just warn everybody that one of them I was dead asleep. Okay, let me just say, and didn't know I was being pre-recorded.
Yeah, that was funny. At the end, you were like, "Yeah, this would make a good show."
No kidding. I didn't know it was a show. Oh.
So yeah, one morning it was 9 a.m. and 7 hours difference, and then Tuesday morning I had to get up at 6 a.m. Krista, I didn't even ask you for that one.
6 a.m.?
Yep.
Don't even try. 6 a.m. your time, 5 a.m. my time.
Yep. I was up at 5 to get ready to make it look like I was wide awake.
Oof, no.
So, and both of them were awesome interviews. Those gals are awesome. Very knowledgeable. We've got gal that is a manager, a bigwig at Ozone. So it'll be an interesting one. At least I thought it was. Deweese?
Yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah. Both gals very personable.
Early in the morning.
Yeah. And then, of course, my dog had me up at 2 o'clock this morning. And when I woke up, I thought it was 4 o'clock. And I thought, oh, I'll just stay up and make coffee. And I sat down and it was only 2. So, yeah, I've been up since 2. All right. So please give us a thumbs up. Yes, Wendy.
I was just going to say, I looked at my calendar for April and I saw that it's only a 4-hour drive from here. So I could come out the 13th, 14th, and 15th of Bad Apples, but I would want to try and bring I can bring, something like a sleeping bag or whatever, but I would probably need to see, are you guys bringing your motor home or is there any place to stay at the site?
If it's done getting fixed, hopefully, we'll have somewhere to stay too. Yeah, we were asking you.
I was going to say, I don't know since it's only 4 hours away, I'll have my F-250 diesel back down here from Pennsylvania. Maybe I could just click onto it and try and drive it myself to there. I don't know. That'd be a test. That'd be a true test for me to do it without Justin.
We'll talk. And also, it looks like Angela's
there.
got a
We'll help
birthday
ya.
next week, so we've got to help Angela celebrate next week. So we'll have to do a show. So if we got to get the girls back on, Angela, and you are in, get off of work and join in.
Yep.
And then if anybody wants to listen to us talk, because this is
Do
just
you have
fun.
a guest next week?
I don't believe so.
Angela.
Oh,
Angela, birthday girl, Angela.
All right.
Angela.
Woo!
Yeah.
Birthday
And then the week that Eric and I go out to Vegas, that'll be Angela co-hosting night also.
Oh,
So,
awesome.
yeah.
Will you be doing this show from Bad Apples?
Absolutely.
Hopefully. Yeah. Yep. And
It'll-
Eric said Tuesday night hangout will be going live there also.
Okay, good.
Woohoo.
Yeah. So before we leave, let's go through where we can find everybody on social media. Krista. You were last time.
I know, but I'm really not good at social media if you're not aware, Jade. So this is the best place Wednesday night for me if you want to.
And we will work
Or
on
at Plunge.
Snapchat.
I have a Snapchat. It's Cupcake.
We will work on Snapchat.
Yeah. I'm really bad at it. I'm not gonna lie. You know this. I
Not
am
saying
here
a
for
word.
you guys.
I'm with you. I'm bad too. I don't post a whole lot myself.
I don't do any of it.
Oh,
She doesn't.
Jade says, "Send me this." I'm like, I have no idea how to do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You try.
I
Did
did.
I ever tell you what your name is?
Luis, where can we find you?
Deweese Milstead on YouTube, Facebook. What's the other one? Oh, Instagram. Wheezy RN on TikTok. And I think it's Snapchat as well.
Okay. And once you get flying again, we'll have more videos of
Many
you.
more videos to come, yes. Which won't be
Otherwise,
long.
otherwise, I'm going to dig into your history more and freak you out.
Dig into my history. Stay out of my history.
Karen, where can we find you?
if I have any videos, I usually post them on ms.close. So that's Ms. Close. I'm on Facebook, but I'm kind of hidden. I don't really, it's not an open page. It's probably locked really good. I use Instagram personally. I don't remember what my name is on there. Honestly, I'll have to get it next time. Sorry. I don't use it that much.
Okay.
I'm more of a stalker on mine than I am a poster.
And we can also find you at
Para Orange, of course.
Orange.
Yeah.
And the website is up and going, obviously.
Yep, it is.
All right.
She's working right now.
That's what I do at night now.
That's neat.
Unless I break, you missed it, Krista. We did a Friday night hangout. I knew you guys were camping, so
Chilling with the cat.
yeah. Oh yeah. And we broke open a bottle of wine, and Karen's like, "I'm done working," and she came and had a drink and sat down too. Bag of chips.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. And Wendy, where can we find you?
I am Wendy the Explorer, all squished together, no spaces, but I'm not the Oriental one.
Oh.
Yeah, there's an Oriental lady that comes up. And then on TikTok, Weaver Wireless. On Facebook, you can do Weaver Wireless or Wendy Weaver. And Instagram, same thing, Wendy Weaver or Weaver Wireless.
All right. And if you're looking for a job in Pennsylvania or Florida and you want to work for communication and help Wendy get off of mute, they'll hire you.
Oh, I'm like, am I on mute? Did I just say all that and I didn't unmute? Now you're giving me paranoia.
Have another cocktail.
All
It's
right,
a long day. That's really
Kat, where can we find you?
Most of the time, Keith's Facebook page, Keith and Kat, and then I think I'm Kath Mox on
Oh,
Snapchat.
cute. Yep, I know
So,
you're on there.
KATHMOX, and I do get messages occasionally on there. I know I comment on your little things you post all the time. You'll have to show me how to do that one day.
Me too. Sorry. We need a hey
Right.
Wendy, I need a session.
Yeah, Wendy.
a little group session.
Hey, I had kids. I
Dave
tried
does
to keep
these
up with
little,
the
like,
social.
all of a sudden everybody's invited, even if they're sleeping in the middle of sleep. My husband answers and he gets on the video and doesn't know what's going on. You know, she'll
Poor
just
guy.
invite you on Messenger to talk.
I did that to Jade one day. I was like calling. I didn't realize. I was like, "What'd you call me for?" And she goes, "You called me." And I was like, "Did I?"
All right. So again, I'm begging if anybody knows any women out there. I know Rain down in Texas. She's helping train a gal who said that she got her into the sky. Jasmine, I'm waiting to hear from Jasmine to get her on and hear her story because she actually, with Lone Star, lost communication with her instructor and landed perfect. So,
Wow.
and the look on her face was just unbelievable, and like, I think she was angry and happy and scared and all of everything all at once. And she couldn't believe she was still alive and landed on her feet, so I'm looking for stories like that so we can all hear it and let other people know that the sport is awesome. And
Landing stories. That's a good one.
yeah,
What about
Wendy?
Allie, Kat?
no, Kat, no.
I have a better one than that.
What about Allie? Kat, can you see if Allie can come onto the show?
Yeah, I was going to do that. If I see her next week, I'm going to talk to her because she said she would do a recorded one, but she doesn't know that she could do it live.
But
Okay.
it's just like this live. Tell her.
Yeah, I'll get a hold of her. She's usually tired in the evening times. They're pretty busy right now though. They're
Yeah.
booked through like the summer or something like that. So
That's fine. Jade will do a recorded one.
yeah, I'll let her know. I did tell her that, and she was more interested in that.
Okay. And please give us a thumbs up tonight if you can. I mean, this was a last minute thing and I appreciate every one of you gals for helping out on this. And yeah, you are my besties. And so if you need to get a hold of me, I'm at Jade Lear on Facebook, Tomahawk Tees on Facebook, tomahawktees.com for the Lear gear attire that Wendy's wearing. And I will have some stuff down at Bad Apples, hopefully. And I'm on TikTok, I think Flying Flamingo Jade or Flying Flamingo 12. I'm on Instagram, Flying Flamingo. Just look up a flamingo thing. And I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll see you next week. And I want you girls to stick around, though, okay?
Okay.
Till next week, we will celebrate Angela's birthday.
Yeah.
Fly safe, everyone. See you next week.
Happy birthday early.